is going on, Entertainment? So I'm coming out with another video. So in this video, we talking Baddies Midwest. I think it's episode 18. Who cares? Y'all, this outfit is inspired by Tommy, okay? Tommy came dressed up as a schoolgirl, so I thought, let me dress up like a schoolboy, okay? For like Paris or something. And yes, it is 5K on the fit, okay? Before I get started, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what y'all think about this video. Now, the episode opens off with, I was surprised. I thought it was going to leave us on a cliffhanger, because y'all know how Zeus do, and keep us waiting. But the whole scene was the rabbit got the G-U-N-N, okay? So Dolly, Lex, and Pretty P sitting by the fire, and I'm sorry, I had to laugh at you, Dolly. Dolly looked like she just been through it. At this point, if we bring Bad Dolly back for Africa, we gonna have to bring back Injured Reserve, because there's no way you could go another season the way that you been, Dolly. Your bones is brittle. Every 2 seconds them is a breaking. Okay. Dolly said, I don't want to talk right now. After Lex said, how are you doing? Lex is like, well, I hopefully your office visit went well. I was like, poor Dolly. Like, I'm telling her, she just looked like she just been through it and back. Natalie comes out there and she kind of tells the girls where they're going, and she tells them to get ready. She tells the girls to get ready and get out their musty ass clothes. So the girls are getting ready and everything. Nunu, please take that piercing out your lip. I don't like that. It make her look a little trashy. And Nunu's such a pretty girl that it's like, you don't need none of that. Take that out your lip. And what if a baddie knocks you in your lip? Did you see what happened to Lex and her nose piercing? Your lip is going to be red, okay? It's going to be more red than Tommy's lip tonight with that lipstick. Please take that out your mouth. You do not need that, okay? So the girls are getting ready or whatever, and then they get back to the roast fire. Y'all could have at least gave them bitches some marshmallows, some granola bars, some chocolate, just to add to the scenery. Because for them to sit around that roast fire, I felt like Zeus was setting up somebody getting burnt. It was either somebody getting burnt or hit with bullets. One or the other. And the latter happened. The bullets. You know what I'm saying? Like, something was going to happen. Had it not been for the rabbit with the gun, it would have been somebody getting burnt. Because for y'all to have that fire right in the midst of a house meeting, when we all know how house meetings go, Zeus, we know what's going on, okay? So they start recapping what happened for the day as if we didn't just watch it. And Natalie asks, like, what were the girls up to while they were at the radio? Dolly says, you know, not Dolly, but Nunu says, oh, you know, I fought Biggie. I called, you know, Smalley. I fought Smalley. She kind of confused me, I'm not going to lie, because I'm like, wait, Smiley's back? I thought I missed the episode. She's trying to call Biggie Smalley. So Anna is there. She's, you know, defending her girl Biggie, and then she starts calling out Summer to her face because she says she's kind of jumping into everybody's business, which I kind of agree, because that's what, to me, Summer literally went from fan favorite to most hated, because you kept inserting yourself in stuff that had nothing to do with you for clout. It's one thing for all the girls to come at you and you defend yourself. That was cute. But for you to keep, you know, messing with Slim and doing all that type of stuff, like, why? You're already sort of being a favorite. So for you to do that, it did give clout chasey. And it looked stupid. And I know she regrets some of it, which Summer probably don't. Y'all, Summer, we need to do a mental check on Summer, because I see on the gram the other day, she went and got a tattoo of the BGC logo on her chest. Are you crazy? Summer, you haven't even been on Bad Girls Club. This ain't Bad Girls Club. Not even that. They taking Bad Girls Club off of Tubi, by the way. That, and also, you better off tattooing the Baddies chain on your chest. Maybe then it won't break. You won't have to worry about it breaking and putting it together with a cheap bobby pin. You could just have the Baddies chain tattoo on your neck. That would have been a better idea than to put the BGC logo dab smack in the middle of your chest. You might as well, you should have just made it a tramp stamp so we could never see all the time. But for you to put it in your chest on a show that you've never been on is crazy. That's like me tattooing Now That's TV on my face and I never been on Now That's TV. Summer, we need to have a mental check on her because I'm not sure what's going on up there. I don't think it's clicking. Okay? Anna kind of daps Summer in the face with like a little towelette, kind of calling her out, sort of being cute with it. But I will say that next episode, Anna, Summer looked like she was working you into a summer solstice. I said, oh my God. She knocked you silly, bitch. You better be glad and thank your lucky stars that your sister wife Scotty was there to squabble with you, girl, because she got you good. She said, bow, boom. I said, whoa. She knocked Anna something silly. I was like, damn, that's a good lick. Summer, you getting better with the squabbling. Let me find out. Okay. So Tinker reveals that Dolly's nose was bruised and how she's injured. Pretty P's so funny because the moment she was saying it, Pretty P's sitting there looking like a character off the Whoville Grinch. She's like, Horton, here's a who. She's stood over there squinting, looking side to side because she knew they're talking about her impact and what she did to Dolly. So she's getting a good old key out of it. Y'all gotta watch Pretty P. Like, she really funny, low key, and she don't get enough props of her being funny. Okay. Next thing you know, in the midst of them talking about what's going on, they asked Pretty P what happened, and these girls cannot survive with a lot of camera time or audio because they kept over talking her, and it's like we don't even hear Pretty P talk a lot. Can y'all just let her explain what she's trying to say? She basically texted Emma after Emma asked her what was Bad Dolly and someone said about her and told her what them two said, not what the house was saying about her. Because it's not like Emma made a big impact that the whole house was just talking crap about her. And Natalie, you trying to make it seem like Pretty P telling her what was going on in the house, knowing damn well you was trying to flip the whole scenario. Like, that was really annoying to me because you know damn well she was trying to say that. Okay? Natalie was really mad because she thought that Pretty P was telling her tea that's been happening in the house and she was scared that the season was going to get spoiled. That's why Natalie really was trying to flip it. Thank you, Automat, for clarifying that and talking over the girls and really making that a point. Dolly ends up coming out. And y'all, listen, I live for Dolly's fashions. But girl, did you escape out the emergency room, bitch? Because what were you wearing? That was some tore up shoes on your chest, a kilted skirt, and some boots. Hi, boots. We need to call you boots. Okay, Pretty P, you could have ate with your comeback this episode. You could have been like, pick a wall, boots. Which one you want to get back into, boots? You should have kicked your leg up and said, boots. Because them boots that Dolly was wearing, you asking for another injury, bitch. Them was about like 5, 6, 7 feet tall, you know, thigh high. I'm like, oh my God, Dolly. And you was trying to scrabble Pretty P. Oh my God. It wasn't going to end up right. I just think that Dolly gets so mad sometimes that she don't think through situations. Just how she thinks she's going to beat Tasiki. Y'all, I like Dolly, but I don't think you're going to beat her. I'm sorry. I want you to because y'all know I don't like Tasiki. But I don't think it's going to happen. Okay? And I'm glad Pretty P called out Dolly for fighting her and not fighting Tink or Tasiki because, in your hand or not, you fought me, but this girl threw liquor in your eye. You said it was liquor. It was the liquor. She threw the liquor in your eye. And then Tasiki just booka baka bak. So you still have got your lip back for them 2 phase, but you steady trying to fight me. While I'm over here trying to mind my business in Whoville. You feel me? So it's like Pretty P had a point by saying that. And apparently Dolly said her and Tasiki made a pact and a deal when they both heal. When it's like you was fighting Pretty P unhealed, so you can't be that injured. Okay? Let's not go into discovery to see if you fake your disabilities, Dolly. Okay? Summer starts popping her ish because the Natalie announces that they're going on a trip in a little baddie rocket ship. Okay? And they're trying to decide that one girl is not going to come with them. And she's just like, so like, guys, what makes like a good Baddies trip. Like, what qualifies a baddie to go on the trip? Okay? And I'm like, you just gotta be the most relevant the whole season. Okay? Have a good storyline, and you'll be invited to the trip. That's what qualifies Natalie. Let's not act dumb here. Okay? So, Scott is just like, I don't know, you just gotta know how to act and like stand on business. Someone gonna get us talking about you gotta come with an open heart, open arms, and open legs. So I'm like, wow, Summer, that was a form of admission. That's what you've been doing to get all this camera time? Interesting. Tinker gonna talk about we don't sell punani on a trip. I'm like, so y'all say y'all do it outside of the trip. Let me stop. But you shouldn't have said that, Tinker, because that didn't sound right. Like you made it seem like we do it everywhere else but the trip. Like I know that's not what you meant, but it didn't sound right what you saying it. Okay, I'm just saying. Natalie asked Jasmine. She's like, "Oh, how do you feel about Summer? How do you feel about her?" So Jasmine like, "I don't feel Summer. I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel Summer. No, I'm not really feeling her." Okay, they start going back and forth. I'm glad Jasmine stood on her opinion on Summer because those apologies that you were accepting, Buki, she didn't mean them. Okay. She really was playing in your face. Really keep it a buck. So thank God that you, admitted that you don't really mess with her like that. And you didn't look like a fool, being friendly with her. Cause you would have looked crazy when the show was airing. Okay. You still shouldn't have came downstairs to confront Slim. So Natalie, announces that it's time for a special guest. Dun, 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 Tommy. Yeah, I got a little miniature Glockiana that got the lighter and a laser, but I will bring it out. But the way YouTube is, y'all not finna get me. No. So we get the intro to the special guest. Before Nika starts talking about how she don't mess with Tommy because, she was comforting Meatball, talking crap about her. Here's the thing. I don't think Tommy really meant it that way. Like Tommy might have said it, but Tommy sometimes just be talking and she don't really even be knowing what she's saying. So I don't think she had it out for Tinka. I feel like she just saw that Meatball was frustrated and she was just trying to calm her down and may have said some negative towards Tinka to try to make Meatball feel better. Like I really don't feel like she singled you out, Tinka. But y'all know Tinka, she gonna fish for a storyline. And Tommy, you caught the bait. You know what I'm saying? You caught the bait. Now I wonder how you gonna feel, Tinka, if Saucy come to that reunion. Because he said that you don't look the same without the makeup. Okay? So if he hosts the reunion again, it's gonna be very interesting. Tinka then addresses Akbar and says, she was talking to her like her mom. Another cap. I don't think she was talking to her like her mom. I feel like the cap was on your head. The beret was on my head. Like it's just like I don't think she was talking to her like your mom. I think the producers asked her wrap up the scene and she interrupted you and you got mad. That's what really happened. So this whole you was talking to me like my mom type thing is like crazy. And then she gives Akbar ultimatum. She says, you either gonna smack Tommy or I'm gonna fight the both of y'all. So what's up with that? Akbar do not be playing. She said, I love it. I wish you would. I wish you would. Time for a better shot o'clock. I wish you would. I wish you would. Okay? So Akbar start getting mad because Tinka basically starts to press her. That's where Tinka sort of annoys me because it's like, how you gonna give her ultimatum like that and think she's just supposed to be like, okay, cool. You lucky Akbar didn't leap over the damn fire and grab your ass and burn your synthetic wig. Like, I'm just saying, like, had that have been some other baddies, you would have got fought right then and there just for giving her ultimatum like that. Like, another baddie would have fought the both of y'all. She would have fought you and Tommy. Okay, it would have been the other way around. Like, I just don't get it. Tinka just gets on my nerves sometimes because I feel like she's always searching for a storyline / problem. So that way she could keep the camera time this season. That's just how I feel. So next thing you know, the topic of Tommy keeps getting brought up, and then Rolly ends up calling out Natalie because she felt like she never really, confronted Tommy about what she said about Jacob and Journey and everything like that. And I will say this, Rolly has a point. Rolly had a point in this whole scene because this lady did disrespect the hell out of you and your family. You should have had her come on your platform, since this is your platform, right, Natalie? You own Baddies? Or are you just the CEO? Oh, you should have had her come on here and gave you a public apology. She disrespected you publicly. She needs to apologize to you publicly. Okay? In the midst of Rolly calling out Natalie, Scotty is over there back in the situation. So like, what? Like, she's not gonna keep fighting her over. Like, nobody wants to fight over and over. Okay? Rolly gonna talk about Scotty, shut the fuck up, bitch. You don't even like fighting. I'm sick of you. I'm like, I said, ooh. Damn, that whole circle is breaking up. Okay, what Jackie said, the collective is no longer collecting. Okay, they have broken up. Now everything now makes sense of what Rolly was saying, how she had to wait to see if she have to get Natalie or not at the reunion, and now I think you should get her. I give you all permission. Okay, you have my approval. The entertainers approve you getting Natalie. Okay, the president of the entertainers, pay. Stamps that. Because Natalie deserves to get God after the next episode's preview. Okay, I'm so glad Rolly called out Scotty, because it's like, here's how I feel about Rolly. She gets a lot of hate, and a lot of it is her fault. Most of it is her fault. But there's a small percentage of it. A lot of the stuff that happens, I feel like they sort of push Rolly to do it, or Rolly to get involved, while Scotty and Natalie sort of kiki in the background and laugh and talk crap about the girls, while Rolly's looking like the bad guy in front of everybody. And that is the point I think Rolly was really trying to make, where it's like, y'all always be talking crap about these other girls and stuff, but I'm the only one that could really say it to their face out and aloud. And I'm the one looking like a villain and looking like a bitch, while all you girls get to sit back, put y'all feet up, let Scotty, you screw and let me pop bar. So it's like, you get to come back, no issue. Natalie, you the CEO. So, it's no ever issue with you. And my job is always in limbo and me getting all the fan hate, while, y'all feel the same way I do. And Scotty proved Rolly's point by what she did this past week, because you went right down with her to that scene to confront Slim about how she needs to go home and how she's a bad assistant. But then when the show aired and you got the backlash, you got mad. Not mad, but you was embarrassed and you apologized and made it seem like you should have, defended Slim and all that. But you didn't feel that way in the scene. So why now? So say what you want about Rolly, and I'm not excusing what she did to Slim, because you was dead ass wrong for that, Rolly. But I see what she's saying. I see exactly what she's saying. So she does have a good point with what she made. Okay. So Tommy gets there and everybody just starts looking at her. Mind you, Tommy shows up in a schoolgirl outfit. Okay. They are following the theme of Matilda. Okay. Tommy is the little black, beautiful black girl, right? Gorgeous. This how Tommy was looking, y'all. Just like the beautiful black girl from Matilda. So she comes there. She's like, hi, ladies. Hi. Hi, ladies. Hugging Scotty, hugging the girlies. You see what Rolly was just saying? You hugging Scotty. And she comes bearing gifts, y'all. She comes bearing some weed packs, okay? Who knows what she put up in there? No shade, Tommy. I wouldn't smoke nothing from you from this set if I was one of the baddies. Because I know damn well, I don't know if you put fentanyl in that motherfucker. You're not getting me. You know what I'm saying? So she comes in, she's just like, so guys, what's up? Boy, long time no see. What's up? They start talking about the conversation. By the way, can we get the conversation back? Like, can you just sit down with Ray, get him on his medication or something, and we get the conversation back? Because it's needed at this point, okay? So she starts talking about Boy. She's just like, so like, we grown women, you feel me? So like me and you, we ain't had the best of the relationships, but we've been out and about, ain't been on smoke. Time for a better shot o'clock. You ain't want none, but you ain't talking about nothing. So like, we cool, Tommy, right? So like, what's up? So then Tommy's just like, yeah, last time we had the conversation, I was going through a couple of things, with me and my team. And it wasn't a good time for me. Okay. Tommy sounded like inebriated or something. Like, I don't know what's going on. So they start talking about how they didn't end up on good terms because of conversation. She feels as if, that kind of went left and they should have been had a conversation outside of it. And then we get to the studio session. So they start getting in the topic of this studio session. If y'all don't know the story, basically Akbar was in the studio. Time for a better shot clock. This ain't time about nothing. Time for a better shot clock. ATL, I'm running. Time for a better shot clock. Queen Nikki eating her funyuns. Like she was doing a little bit of that, and next thing you know, Tommy walked in like, it's Tommy shit, bitch. What's going on? So then I guess they got into it because it's a revolving session. They already have beef or whatever the case is. And they get the squabbling in the stew. Multiple people have confirmed the story. So Albert's telling the truth. Tommy got tore in that studio. And that's just the facts. You got tore. And it's okay. You can't win them all. You got tore in that stew. A lot of people have said this. I've heard this before. This is a old story, okay? It's like a whole tall tale. You know what I'm saying? Y'all heard of a tall tale? It's a whole tall tale of Tommy getting beat down and that stood. So Tommy is offended that the whole studio situation got brought up because she's like, "Do you know me? Do you know me? So that make you so that means you know me because you beat me up in the studio, darling. We ain't fight." So Tommy go from saying that they didn't fight to that they did fight and it wasn't long, but she didn't end up on the floor. It's like, Tommy, I don't believe you. Okay, you got tore in that studio and that's all that happened. It's okay. You can't win them all. Plus, I gotta remember, this was when Akbar was the size of Rolly. So it's like at the end of the day, it's not like you was fighting the new body. Okay, you know how Nikki said it ain't the new body, the new body. It wasn't the new body. It was the old body. So you was fighting OAK, and OAK, was about two Rollies. Now, you know who Jasmine sound like? Jasmine sound like Scrap and Sass's mom, Karen. I think that's her name. Y'all remember Scrap and Sass for Love Hip Hop, the brothers? The one that was Tommy like godmother at one point, and she used to be like, "So I'm here to see Tommy, and Tommy don't even like me." She talked just like Jasmine. When Jasmine said, "Give me them packs," she sounds just like Scrap and Sass mom for Love and Hip Hop. Okay, so they start getting into about the studio situation. Akbar breaks out in prayer. Okay, you should have just spoke songs, okay, to prevent a situation like that. Do like Phaedra did off of Merit to Medicine this week and start speaking in tongues. Okay, you should start speaking in tongues. Maybe it would have saved the pellets from removing from that BB gun. Okay, but God works in mysterious ways because you was behind Tommy by the time she started powing. So God made sure that you was in harm's way and that you could run as quick as you can. Run away, run away. I don't want to run away. Run away, run away. I don't want to run away. Okay, Akbar ran quicker than Maddie did in the chandelier videos when Sia said 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. I'm talking about that bitch. They start arguing about who the queen of Atlanta, and Tommy gonna take what's her name line, Spice line, talking about she flew. She said, I never grew here, but I flew here. Okay, talking about she flew there and she took it over and all this. Nah, I still gotta give it to Ak. Okay, she really has stamped the queen of Atlanta thing to her name, so I can't give it to you, Tommy. Okay, Ak gonna win that fight. It's okay. All right. She gonna win that fight too. Sorry. Okay. Next thing you know, Rolly pipes in. Y'all know Rolly was itching to get at Tommy because I think that comment of what Tommy said to Rolly, it really bothered her. I think that replays her mind every time she look in the mirror. Talking about, while you look very much the same, I think that goes through Rolly's head on repetition basis. You hear me? So I think that's where she has that issue with Tommy, because she gagged her a little bit. So Rolly starts going, because you wanna know why Rolly started going in on her physical features, what she was wearing, talking about she had a schoolgirl outfit on. Tommy gonna stay in designer, so I don't know why the girls be trying to read her on the fashions, because like, you know, she's that girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not much to it but to do it, and that's Tommy. Okay, and she even called out the fact that Tommy's lip fillers were like dissolving or something, and it's like, Rolly, like, let's not talk about the surge. We're not gonna do that. Just leave that topic alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave that topic alone about the surge. Like, let's not go there. So they get to arguing or whatever. Tinka tries to put her input in, and she's like, "Oh, I'm not cool. I'm not cool with you, Tommy." Tommy, like, I don't even know you. Okay, she sort of walks away and tries to, I guess, like, end the conversation. Tinka walks up and is like, "Oh, so y'all not gonna fight? Y'all gonna be best friends or not?" Tommy reached into that slit of that rabbit and said, "Bow." And the way she did it, she clenched her teeth. She said, I'm sorry, that part of the clenching of the mouth had me cackle just a little bit. But the situation of it all is not funny. Zeus already has a bad reputation of like making black people look bad. So this to me is like the icing on the cake and the cherry on the top of the sundae. Like, now y'all promoting GUN violence. That's crazy. And not even that, for y'all to sit here and act like y'all didn't know she had it on her is crazy. Y'all know damn well y'all pat everybody down. Because if Tommy was able to bring in her strap, why wasn't Sarah able to? She could have used a little bit of defense against Natalia. Sarah had her little Glockiana in her clutch, but she wasn't able to bring it. I don't like that. Let me stop. Y'all, I know it was a real Glockiana. See, Sarah really on that type of time, man. She really was gonna get Natalie. Okay? Tommy off for play. She bought that little BB. You feel me? Sarah had that fire for Natalie. She had that fire and the desire for Natalie. You feel me? So she bop, booka, boop. She get Tinka. She gets Rolly. Rolly get that she get the running. Biggie's like, oh, okay. Natalie said, oh, her chin went flying down. Okay. Some of the girls are on the side. Dolly's so perked out from the pain medication. She's like, I'm sorry. It's not funny. I'm telling y'all, the situation not funny. It was the reaction to it. That was a little bit of a key, okay? Because Dolly, all right. So the security immediately attacks Tommy. They're just grabbing her. She's like Stewie Griffin with the gun. Y'all remember when Stewie Griffin kidnapped the whole family and was torturing them? It was about to unalive them. That's what Stewie was giving a little bit. But like I said, I'm glad Zeus at least blurred out the BB, because it's already enough going on in the world, especially with people of color, that it's like, this is the last thing that we need. Because now these shows gonna think it's okay to bring out Glockianas to these shows, and it's already bad enough on us on how these shows look, with them squabbling every 2 seconds for literally sometimes no reason. Did Tinka deserve it? A little bit, because guess what? You was inserting yourself where it shouldn't have been. You are not a tampon. Remove yourself. Okay? Stop inserting yourself. That's what gets me with Tinka, because she was so hungry for a storyline that it's like, that's what it got you. Thank God it was a BB and not a real one, because that would have ended off really badly. Like, Tinka would have been really hurt and Rolly would have been really hurt. So thank God it wasn't a real BB. But it's like, now I feel like Tinka kind of learned her lesson to mind her biz. Tinka she take off her jacket. She trying to get at Tommy. She finally gets to reach a Tommy. I'm sorry, Tommy worked hard. Tommy said, one thing about that Tommy, when she get to the clenching of the teeth, you in trouble. What the fuck? She get the clenching of that teeth, y'all. Forget about it. Like, she is going to take you there with her. And Anna, can you stop saying somebody winning the fight just so that way you can persuade the viewers as if we're blind? Can you not do that? Talking about, oh, she whipping her. No, she not. Tickle was begging for mercy, okay? Word to Amy Winehouse, R.I.P. You feel me? She had she talking about, you want a carrot time? Huh? What's up? Huh? You want a name? You want a motherfucking name? You want a name for yourself? What's my name? Beyonce, say my name. Like, I would have got her. You feel me? Tommy, you could have did a little bit more verbally. You should have been like, say my name. Say my name. Like, you should have really did. You should have went there with her. Tommy is crazy. So meanwhile, they kind of restraining Rolly or whatever. This one security guard is Rolly. I wonder if that's the dude that she had that little dealing with. I still want to know who that is. And she had like a Hennessy bottle, no, a Don Julio bottle, I think, in her hand, and she was trying to, like, I guess, get at Tommy. I'm not gonna lie, Rolly, you wasn't mad enough for me. You were not mad enough because Rolly, you should have hit Biggie. Let me tell you why. That's the closest thing to Tommy. Guess what? I can't get to Tommy. I'm finna get you just for you being cool with the bitch because she shot at me. Who would I have known that wasn't a real BB? That wasn't a real GUN. I could have been dead. Now I'm finna get you. Okay. So the episode ends off with Rolly trying to, like, going on a tangent, throwing things, trying to get at Tommy. Okay. And there we have it for the GUN episode. Now, I will say it was a little bit more underwhelming than I thought, but I'm glad that the season's coming to an end because this season was not the best, like, at all. And Zeus, do better because, like, y'all set the standard for these other networks. So now they're going to think this stuff is okay, and somebody going to end up really unalived. Okay? Let me know what y'all think down below, and we're all babies. Ain't no personal thing.